Howdy, CF Roberts. Whipping on my glasses. I'm gonna jump in a phone booth and turn into my pajamas or whatever. Um, yeah. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, if you know me, you might know me from the Abbey of the Lemur, which is this public access show I did back. I don't know, which is winding down now after about 30 damn near 30 years. And if you don't know me from that, maybe you're one of five people who know me from Shockbox, which is a zine I used to do back in the 80s, back in the 90s. Back in the 90s, back when I had a full head full of teeth. But maybe, I don't know, maybe you have no idea who this Hodad is at all, right? That's fine. Or you might know me from the Deep Images podcast over on the Deep Images podcast channel, or with Henry Covert, where a bunch of us sit around and yammer about movies. And I'm going to start a new little series of videos, I don't know how many I'll make, that is kind of adjacent to Deep Images, but kind of going under the nebulous title of movies that got to me. And I guess what that means, I don't know, is going to be, we had talked about a subject early on when I first joined. One of the series was potentially going to be on movies that made you cry, and there weren't a lot of those, but there were some. There are also just movies that made me want to throw a brick at the screen. Movies that just really got under my skin in one way or another. But anyway, that's what this little bunch of videos is going to be dedicated to. Anyway, I can't think of a better way to inaugurate that that little series than to talk about the movie that made a little bit. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the movie that made me afraid to check my damn refrigerator. Made me afraid of my damn refrigerator. And that's Requiem for a Goddamn Dream. This thing, I don't even know what to say. It's disturbing. It disturbed the hell out of me. What the fuck's his name? Guy who did Pi. Okay, so it's the guy who did Pi. It's based on a novel by Hubert Selby Jr., who's one of my favorite authors of all time. And so I wanted to get a look at it. And I did. And brilliantly made. Brilliantly made, great cast. And, presented in such a way that it's, I think I've got it kicking around VHS somewhere. It's like it's like one of my favorite damn movies in the world that I never want to watch again. Anyway, what really got under my skin, I suppose, this movie, I mean, anybody out there who's been following me or knows me or anything knows that I'm in recovery. And I've been sober for a few years. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I really don't like being around the shit. But whereas a lot of people in recovery are maybe kind of judgmental, I personally am kind of the opposite. I kind of fully understand anyone who wants to get fucked up. I would want to encourage those people not to, but I get it. And I guess, looking at, a bunch of people who maybe have a dream, even if it's small, kind of like self-defeating dream, and it's kind of like, I don't think they really deserve to end up in the spots that these characters wound up in. But I know Hubert Selby Jr. Was very much of the mentality of, well, you know, flat out addiction bad. Here's what happens to you. So kind of a cautionary tale, and I get that, but at the same time, it's kind of like, okay, I'm really traumatized by where this wound up, and you know, I guess maybe just addiction and the pursuit of addictive substances, right or wrong, to me is basically like someone's attempt to be happy, even if they're not really getting there, and I get that. So anyway, what I'd say about that is, yeah, so that's a movie that kind of got under my skin and kind of crawled around and left a lot of bad vibes there, Daddy-O. So anyway, so this is the series and pretty much how it will pan out. I'm just basically speaking extemporaneously, no great oratories, no good writing, just me blathering off the top of my head. But if you're down with that, well, welcome aboard.